Congratulations, Cloud9, on making it to champs. Hell of a run you had here. So let's get started. Media, you can raise your hand to ask questions and we will get going. Dom, you're first.
I'd just like to say congratulations and happy Halloween, Cloud9. This question is for Vanity. Last time you played Rise with maps with 2 going to overtime. This time around, you swept them 3-0. What was the difference this series?
I think our first match against Rise was our second official ever as a group. And I think we were kind of playing a little bit, like I think losing to them was pretty good for us, like as a team. I think it made us realize we can't peak like the same way that we do in scrims, like consistently, like all the time. Like you can peak a lot, but not in like 4v2s and just throw, because the good teams will punish you. And I think we got a lot better at just closing out rounds throughout the tournament the longer it went on.
Okay, Declan, you're up next.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you guys did kind of pregame before going into the match. Was there any like huddle or words said, or you guys just kind of sit down and start playing?
I think right before the match, One Leaf was playing Path of Exile. We were preparing pretty hard. But I mean, we already did all our prep for Rise before. Not much really changed. So like we knew the game plan. Our coach went over like 2 or 3 minutes of stuff before each map, but then nothing really extra.
Pedro, you're next.
Hello. First of all, congratulations on qualifying for champions. This question goes out to Mitch. As the longest serving member of C9, you had to watch a myriad of roster moves in order to become competitive. And so what does this mean for you to have a shot at champions at the Valorant World Championship?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of ups and downs since I first joined Cloud9, like a year and a half ago. Went through so many roster changes, a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of finals loss, a lot of qualifiers against, Vanity that we lost. So it definitely feels great to finally make one after all hard work for the past year and a half with Cloud9.
All right, Brandon, you're next.
Congratulations, guys. My question's for whoever would like to answer it. We heard Rise kind of say the composition on split caught off guard. So I just kind of want to hear you guys' thoughts on what went into that composition and kind of what the choices were and why that happened and how it played out.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now.
I knew I was the person that chose that comp, and I'm like, I think it'll completely destroy them, which it did, obviously. But I just knew that Zeta really wanted to play Breach, and I think that the way that they play Breach, Double Initiator is just honestly pretty good against that. And it obviously worked. They kind of just fell into every single like trap, I guess, that we did, and we kind of knew like exactly what they were doing to every single round. I feel like we were never like out of control of the round, except for the one that like Shanks like spawn and 2K'd, but we still somehow won that round. They just also kind of like played nervous, like they were surprised, so it definitely helped us a ton.
Let's go to Dexter next.
Yeah, so obviously you recently added on Vanity to your roster, and now have a full tournament under your belt, what is the difference that Vanity has really brought into this roster, and how has Vanity changed, and is Vanity part of the reason why you've reached the success you now have?
Vanity was a big part on why we started winning, and honestly a great leader to our team. That's something we're missing when I joined the team when Flop was here. But other than that, I mean, as you can see throughout the tournament, this guy aims at the ground. Doesn't do much, but sometimes he gets a lucky shot, and he wins us the round, and it helps. But no, I do really think he's a great leader and a great fit to our team. And I mean, we played together on Chaos, me and Leaf, and I mean, we knew that he'd be a perfect fit to our team. Playing together for a while, and we finally won a tournament in 2 months. Barely scrimming really bad teams too. We barely scrimmed any tier 1 teams since he's joined, but I mean, I'm glad that we had him on the team, and this proved that.
All right, let's go back to Deck.
Yeah, I was just, this is for Zeta. I was just wondering what kind of this win means to you in the context that you had to move halfway across the world during a pandemic to be a part of this team initially. And also, how do you feel about going up against some of your previous teammates on Cloud9 Korea at Champions?
The moving to NA was like, this was always been my dream when I play CS. So I mean, I didn't have to worry about anything. So I was like, just fuck it. I just want to go. And then I just like went here and then it happens. So yeah, that's all.
Answer the second part.
What was the second part?
How do you feel about playing your Korean?
Oh, I personally is really happy also because, yeah, the fact I can meet Munchkin from Crazy Raccoon, and I can also like reunion.
How many have you made it that were on?
I think it's 2.
Just 2.
Buds from Vision Strikers and then Munchkin from Raccoon. And also, so they're like from Vision Strikers guys are actually my ex-teammate from the MVPK in CS. So it's really like huge things for me. So that's why I'm so happy right now. Like, so we can reunion.
Let's go to Shay next.
Hey guys, congratulations on making it to Champions. This question, anybody who would want to answer it. You've got about a month to prepare until you're on stage. Was the last chance to qualify much of a learning curve in terms of knowing what you need to do and improve on going forward? And if it was, can you tell us what you're going to work on in the next month?
I think the biggest thing for us to work on is just continuing to build upon what we've been doing. I think we're still kind of lacking depth in our playbook is not super deep, but I think just getting into more scenarios and playing together is really important. I think that's going to be the main focus. It's a lot. I think the practice in Europe tends to be a little bit different. I don't know if it's better, because I think in Europe you tend to see a lot of different agent compositions compared to America, where a lot of teams play pretty similar comps. Playing in Europe is a lot more enjoyable because people do things that make sense. In North America, we have people that lock in breach and they don't use their ult for an entire half. Maybe Sova also, and Killjoy. It's pretty cool when you play the agents, you don't use your abilities. But no, I think just the biggest thing will be just getting more reps against teams that are actively trying to use the utility that's in the game.
Let's go back to Dom.
This question is for all of you. Who are you looking forward to playing at Champions?
You can't say that.
You're gonna say, sorry?
For me, Vision Strikers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm Korean.
All right, pass it around.
I don't look forward to playing anybody because I don't know anybody from any other region. I mean, I guess Envy, but I mean, I barely know them. But yeah, that's about. I don't really care about my face. Everyone's the same.
How many European teams are there? I don't know. Fnatic and Liquid, I guess. That's probably the two.
For me, obviously Gambit.
Best team.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely think Gambit would be the team. But apart from that, I'd like to play a Brazilian team. I don't know. I like playing them in CS, even though some stuff happened. They're always fun teams to play, and I was pretty good against them individually.
All right, let's go back to Declan.
Yeah, this is for Vanity. I was just wondering how it feels to qualify within the Cloud9 facility around your teammates as opposed to last time you qualified for a national event in your bedroom.
It's not the Cloud9 facility, but being together is pretty nice. the emotions was it's pretty similar to like when we won on stage in Iceland against Liquid when nobody thought we would. It's just surreal, I guess. I don't know. I think it's also hard to completely like process like the emotions that you go through when like as like in a spur of the moment. I think it's pretty difficult to process. It's usually like, at least for me, it takes me like a few hours to like realize.
Okay, let's go to Pedro next.
This question goes out to everyone. We've heard from Rice saying that they believe all three of NA's representatives will finish on the top three of champions, and so I'd like to know what do you think of NA's chances on winning champions with the teams representing the region being yourselves, Sentinels, and Envy.
I mean, I think it's kind of hard to say top three given like the brackets that are going to happen. You know, like somehow there's gonna be 4 NA teams in the bracket again. But I don't know. It'd be cool for sure, but I think it's probably not expected given like how like these teams. All these regions are getting a lot like really good. So I mean, yeah, it would be really cool to have the 3 North American representatives in the top 4, but I think at least one of us will make the grand final. And that's really a good goal, I guess.
Okay, let's go to Jess next.
Guys, why do you think that you won today when you had such a rough match against Rise last time? What do you think the difference was?
You got this one, dude. I know you was good.
I mean, the difference was that
Talking to the mic.
the difference was that was our second BO3 ever as a team, and I think it was just getting our jitters and nerves out after the second BO3 with them. I think we made a lot of mistakes that we wouldn't have if, you know, as proven throughout the tournament, we've been playing better, less nervous, more calm. I just think over time, the more matches we play, just the better we got, and I feel like it's gonna be like that from now on. And I think we just have high hopes on winning champs, and that's about it.
Back to Declan.
Yeah, so this event kind of seemed pretty cursed from the start. So I was just wondering, like for anybody, how does it feel to just be done with this event now?
Feels pretty nice. We were sitting in one of the like Rs when the fucking FaZe Rise match got canceled at Atlanta or whatever. So basically, and then obviously the second BO3, the Rise BO3 got canceled for the day because Superman's power went out. So basically we waited like 2.5 weeks total to play a match, like all time and delays and stuff. So it's definitely nice to finally, you know, play matches that don't take 3 hours to start or get completely canceled. So hopefully champions will be better.
God, I hope you're right. Anybody else? Questions for Cloud9? All right, going once, going twice. Dexter just got in.
Come on, Dexter. What are you doing?
Apologies. So Valorant champions will see the inclusion of Fracture as a map, which will first and foremost create a 7-map pool for champions. How do you feel about first and foremost the 7-map pool and the introduction of Fracture as a map?
I mean, we haven't played the map too much. We'll probably try to play it before the event. It looks interesting. I think it would fit us pretty well, but I don't know. It's hard to know like anything really about the map before you've practiced it, because I think the only experience most of us have is in ranked. We plan on trying it, but I'm not completely sure.
All right, any last questions? Going once, twice. Congratulations, Cloud9, on winning last chance qualifiers. It took you a month to do it, but you did it. Really good luck. Best of luck representing it North America in Berlin, and we'll all be cheering for you. So good luck. Have a great day and a happy Halloween. Thanks, guys.